Alright guys, so welcome to today's video. We're going to cover some nutrition, how to calculate macros and calories. Okay, so try to make this as quick as possible. You're going to log into the membership website here, go over to the Start Here tab, scroll down, and then it's going to be this fourth video here. So understanding the keys to nutrition. You cannot skip this video, okay? This video is super important as it lays the foundation for the program and teaching you how to calculate your macros and calories, okay? So once I finish recording everything, I'm gonna put it in here, okay? One thing is you'll go down here to this button. There'll be a document attached to it, so go ahead and click on that, and it's gonna open up this document, okay? It is 50 pages long. I don't expect you to read all 50 pages. Most of them are meal plans, but I do expect you to read the first 4 pages, okay? That's going to be pretty much all the information that you need to know for this video, okay? So it's going to cover how to calculate macros, example meal plans, which I have listed below, refeeds. It's going to show you also substitution lists if you don't like specific foods, okay? So first things first is, like I said, it's going to help you to calculate your calories for your goal. So if your goal is to lose body fat or to drop weight, then it's going to show you how to do that and what calorie count you need to be at per day in order to achieve that goal. If you're muscular or you're trying to put on muscle, you need to know how to do that. Your body obviously needs to have more calories. Again, it's going to show you and teach you how to do that, okay? So scrolling down here to the second page, calculating macronutrients and calories. All right, so we use a scientific formula for that. This is what I use for all of my clients, but I'm giving it to you so that you know how to calculate your own macros and calories, okay? So follow this to the T. I've given you an example of how to calculate it. So if you don't know what any of these things mean, so BMR is basic metabolic rate. That's going to be your calorie burn for the day if you didn't get out of bed. So that's based on your body composition, your current body composition, versus how much fat you have, how much muscle you have, your metabolism, how fast it is. So the number of calories you burn in one day, even if you stayed in bed all day, okay? Lean body mass, how much of your body is fat, how much of your body is muscle. So you'll need to know how to calculate all that stuff, and I've given you the formula here as well as an example to follow, okay? You also have this right here, which is different percentages on how to calculate based on your activity level. So if you sit at a desk all day and you obviously burn less calories than someone that maybe works construction or is a salesman on their feet all day, whatever the case may be, these percentages here give you different calorie percentages to calculate using the formula up here. To make sure you're getting as close to the amount of calories as possible. One thing I'll note about this is you've got to make sure that you're being precise with which percentage you use. So if you feel like, for example, say you sit most of the day, but you occasionally get up and walk around, be prudent with that. Like, be understanding that, like, even though you maybe get up every hour and walk around for 2 minutes, the majority of your day you're sitting, okay? So it's always better to under-calculate your calories than to over-calculate, because ultimately if your goal is to lose body fat, then you obviously want to be eating less calories. So just calculate. Typically, you want to calculate under rather than over, okay? So be moderate about that and make sure that you're not over calculating. All right, you'll need to read through this as well, and then getting down here to the meal plans. So on this document, I have calculated meal plans based on different calorie needs. So once you figure out your calorie, you can use these if you want, but again, they're sample meal plans. But I have done a lot of work in the fact that I've calculated your fats, carbs, and proteins per meal, as well as totaled up the calories so that you know per meal how many calories you're eating. Okay, so you're more than welcome to use those. I just kind of want to put that out there that these are sample meal plans, but you can definitely use them. So first thing first is using the formula like we just spoke about to find your calorie needs. Okay. Second is we're going to make sure that we have a process and a meal plan that works best for you and your lifestyle. Okay. So what I mean by that is if you go over here to the membership website, you'll see down here on the Start Here tab, you've got a couple different ways that you can essentially eat. So first one is a strict meal plan. You got a point system meal plan and a MyFitnessPal. Okay. So the difference in those is the strict meal plan is for someone who really doesn't want to try to figure out what to eat on their own. They just want someone to tell them what to eat in order to reach their goals. If that's you, if you don't want to use the brain power, that's fine. You can probably just, click the strict meal plan. Similar to what's on the document at the bottom. It's going to tell you exactly what to eat, okay? How many fats, carbs, and proteins are in that so that you hit your goal, right? If you want to learn more about nutrition and but you really don't want to weigh stuff or know too much about it in depth, then you could probably go with the point system. That's going to be similar to tracking, but also it's going to be a little less brain power. So feel free to use that one. And then the most popular one, the one I use with most of my clients, is the MyFitnessPal. And we'll talk a little bit more in detail about that later. But essentially, once you find your calorie needs and your energy expenditure that you use daily, whether you're working out 2, 3, 4 times a week, once you find this and how many calories you need, you're going to choose a meal plan, okay, based on your goals, fat loss, muscle gain, whatever. And then you're going to make changes to your week to week until your body responds to it, okay? So I'll go into an example about that, but coming down here, you'll see 1 gram of protein is 4 calories, 1 gram of carbs is 4 calories, and 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. All right, so for example, if I put you on a 2,000 calorie meal plan, and I tell you I need you to eat 50 grams of fat, that's 9 calories, okay, per 1 gram of fat. Okay, so 9 times 50 is 450 calories per day, right? All right, so if I tell you I need you to eat 200 grams of carbs, okay, that's 1 gram is equal to 4 calories, okay, per carb. Okay, so that's 4 times 200 is 800 calories per day coming from carbs. Okay, if I tell you I need you to eat 200 grams of protein, it's going to be 1 gram of protein is equal to 4 calories, okay? So again, 4 times 200 is 800 calories per day. I'm not trying to bore you with it. I just want you to understand how to calculate this, all right? So total all these up, 450, 800, 800, that equals 1,950 calories, all right? So it's pretty close to 2,000. We can adjust it a little bit to get it even closer, but just for example's sake, 1,950 calories. All right, so say you lose 2 pounds in the first week, eating 1,950 calories at these macros. All right, it's working, right? So we're not going to change anything. Your body's responding to it, right? And that was the right here. Make changes week to week until your body responds. So your body's is responding, okay? So whether that's fat loss or you see a muscle gain or whatever, your body's responding. So we're not going to change anything, okay? However, say a week later you plateau and you feel like, oh man, I was eating, I was consistent, I did everything right, but I didn't see any weight loss, or I didn't gain any muscle, okay? We're going to lower your calories just a little bit, okay? So instead of being 2,000 or 1,950, we might be at 1,850, okay? So then we'll go back and we'll recalculate your fat grams, we'll recalculate your carbs, and we'll recalculate your protein grams, okay, to adjust to the 850 calories per day, all right? We do that until we see, again, a positive body response, All right, so we keep doing that until we get to the goal that we're trying to get to. Okay, so that's what this video is about. Again, I need you to read through this and make sure that you understand it. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Again, look through all of this, and then I'll see you in the next video.